Sons, aw, they're kind of cute. Can we take them home? I wouldn't raise these bums.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Tiffany. Today's video is going to be my November favorites video, and I know I may or may not be a day late and $1 short because when y'all will be seeing this video, it will be December 2nd. But I was like, you know what, we're not too deep into the month where it will be like unacceptable to have a favorites video. So I was like, why not? So in this video, you will be seeing how I got this face using all of my favorite products from this month. Also, you will see a couple of honorable mentions, which I also liked, but you know, you can only use so much on your face at one time. So if you want to see how I got this look and what products, you know, came popping out of cut this month, then make sure you stay tuned to the video. Can we say I'm serving looks, serving fashion, okay? Because these footy pajamas is it. Got them from Dollar General for 10 bucks, I think, courtesy of my dad. What's good? But I did start off today with no brows on because I'm finally going to show y'all how I do my brows on camera. I know, wow, shocker, but I'm gonna do it. I'm in it to win it. So I have been loving this Benefit, what is it called, Brow Bow Conditioning Primer, and it came in this set I got. Have y'all seen the little cake thing? Oh, this right here, this little cake thing in Ulta. It had the Professional, the Bad Gal Bang, and this, and a blush thingy, and I've been loving this. So I'm just going to twist it, and then some comes out on the thing. So I do just put it on my brows, brush it through because it has those little like comb like thingies, and I brush it up. And then the end, I brush like, I don't know how to describe it, but whatevs. I feel like, I don't know why I like this. It's just really cooling. Like when you put it on, it's cooling and it dries down. I don't know if it helps my brows look better, but it feels really good going on. So that's why I like it. Whatever. I have been using a couple of different brow things this month, and my favorites have been this LA Girl, what is it called, Shady Slim Brow Pencil, and my MAC pencil and spiked, and this NYX pencil. Well, it's a twist up. It's the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Brow Contour, and it has like a highlighter pen on the end and a pencil on the other end. So I think I'm going to use I think I'm gonna use this today because I haven't used this on camera. The only thing is it doesn't have a spoolie on it. That's not popping. So I am going to zoom out in a little bit so I can get started on my brows. You guys are zoomed in now, so I'm going to start. So I like to go under my brows and just create a little line under there like so. And I don't really have an end of a brow, like, let's be real. So I just draw over the whole tail of my brow. And then I draw over top where I want my brows to, you know, like be for the day, since I have none really. So I really can dictate how I want them to live their life that day. Hopefully today is a good brow day because normally it is not. I did go ahead and clean up this brow off camera, so now I'm gonna clean up this brow with you guys. So I did use my Makeup Revolution concealer in, I think, C13, yes. And I just cleaned up the bottom with that. So let me get my mirror. And I'm going to go under my eye, and I start at like where the arch starts. Like that. That already looks better. And then I like drag the excess to the front of my brow. Look at that. That just did so much already, and I didn't even clean up the top. What? Hello. Who am I? I did go ahead and do one eye off camera, and the palette that I've been using the most this month y'all are probably gonna hate this, but it's been the James Charles palette, and it's partly because it's new and I wanted to test it out so I can give y'all all my thoughts, you know, together. But honestly, like, I've been reaching for it, especially because it has the neutral shades in there and the pops of color that I want. So I have been reaching for that palette. So that is what I used to get this look today. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eye with my Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer. If y'all hear some noise in the back, my dog is in the living room, and it's probably her. So I'm going to take the blue shade, one of the blue shades. It's the shade Playground, and I'm going to pop that on my eye with a M505, and I'm not tapping off the excess. I am just patting it on my eye before I blend it out. That is perfect. So now I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild blending brush and dip into the shade Skip and go around the edges. Next, I'm gonna take this brush, and this is my M124, and I'm gonna dip into the purple shade, which is Escape, and I'm gonna place that on my inner and outer corner. Would y'all like hate me if I kept these pajamas on for the intro and outro? Like, normally I feel like I do a pretty good job at getting my life together for my intro and outro, but being realistic, it is 11:05 p.m. right now. So yeah, about that, kind of want to just keep these on, but we'll see. Now that that is all carved out, I'm gonna go ahead and dip into the shade Hello, and I'm going to put that right where I cut the crease. This is such a pretty color. Oh. So then I'm gonna take the same brush and dip it into the shade You're Kidding, and it's a red shade, and I'm gonna place that on my lid, and I'm patting it, and I'm taking it almost to the edge of the cut crease, but like not quite. I'm leaving a little bit of that shade Hello peeking through, because it's really supposed to be like an accent color, not so much the main attraction. And since my hand isn't steady, this is how I have to do it, as opposed to using like a shimmer liner after I do my eyeshadow, because the last time I did that, not gonna lie, it ended up like horrible, and I could not get it together on both eyes to save my life, which is why y'all never saw that video, because it never came together. This eye is a little more rounded out than this eye, I feel like. You know, it's fine. It's fine. We're cool. So I'm gonna dip back into that purple shade Escape and just blend these in together. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom it out just a smidge, like just a little bit, just so y'all can see like more than just my eyeballs and my mouth. And then we're going to do the face. Not gonna lie, I'm really out here feeling myself. Like, my skin's looking good, and it's a good makeup day for me so far. If my eyes go smooth and my brows go smooth, everything else goes smooth. That's just how it works for me. So we're gonna jump right into the face now. So my favorite primer of this month, hands down, has been the Benefit Professional. And when I tell y'all, this primer is so good, okay? Listen, so good. Normally I only put it in like my T-zone ish area, and then the Too Faced Hangover RX primer I put everywhere else. So that is what I'm going to do today. It literally blocks the devil from getting me, and like it helps me gather my blessings. I'm not even telling lies, guys. Like I said, I normally put the Too Faced Hangover RX on the rest of my face once I place this down primarily in my T-zone. So that is what I'm going to do. And I just feel like these primers together are it. Like, they are so good. And honestly, I feel like when you find products that work for you, like your skin prospers and all that, and these two products have been working for me, and so it's a win in my book. Like, it's a win-win. So I have 3 foundations that I have been like rotating constantly throughout the month, and the first one is this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. Y'all already know what's good, and I have this in Warm Mahogany. And the second is this Make a Revolution Conceal and Define foundation, and I have this in F13. And then the last one is this Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I have this in the shade Chai. So I feel like I may have used this in a recent tutorial, or did I not? I don't really remember. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna use it today though. So I'm just gonna squirt some on the back of my hand. And that is about a pump and like 3/4. That is oddly specific. Yes, I know. And I'm gonna take my Sonia Kashuk sponge, also a fave, but she's been a fave. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. So the contour that I've been loving besides my Fenty Beauty Match Stick, because y'all know that's my jam, is this NYX Wonder Stick. And I do have this in the deep dark, and I'm just gonna use this to contour today. Why do my nose contour always look so crooked? Like, am I doomed to fail? And I have 3 concealers that I've been loving this month, and the first one is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. The second one is my Make a Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. So I have the Maybelline in Tan, and I have the Make a Revolution in C13. And then the last one is this Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer, which is what I'm going to use today. But this concealer, when I tell y'all I was so hesitant to get it, I am not mad that I did, because this thing is a bomb. It is full coverage. The applicator is so good, like so good. Let me show y'all. It is that little silver applicator, and it is so cooling when you put it on. So I didn't want to put my concealer on first today, and I haven't been like with this. I try not to, at least, because this dries like down to the ground, okay? Like, it dries like in real life. It doesn't play any games. So I am just going to press a little bit like the excess up under my eye, because you don't really need all that much under your eye. And honestly, I'm really just rubbing it because I like the way it feels. I'm gonna put some on my chin and on my nose. So sometimes I go overboard with my concealer and I put a lot too much. It's not intentional all the time, especially not with this concealer, because I have been doing it with this concealer, like not on purpose, but just because that's how much I'm used to putting. But with this, you really don't need a crap ton. Like, ugh, it's crazy. Ugh, sickening. So now that that is pressed down, I am going to set my face, and I'm going to use the Huda Beauty powder also, and I got that in the shade Banana Bread, and I have been dying over this powder since I ran out of my Laura Mercier. I have been using this every time I do my makeup, so this is definitely a fave for the month of November, and I'm pretty sure it's going to carry on into December. So I'm going to powder my face down now. I'm going to go ahead and contour my face with this Black Radiance powder, and this is in the shade Rich Mahogany. And this is a e.l.f. blending brush. I did go ahead and dust that powder off my face and then contour my nose with that Black Radiance powder. My camera was, you know, in the middle of dying, so I did go ahead and pop it on the charger for a little bit. So we're going to go and jump into blush. So the blush that I have been loving for sure since I got it has been this Bella blush by Juvia's Place. And number one, the packaging is stunning. And number two, look at this color. First of all, it's so freaking pigmented. I could just... It's just too much for me. I've been loving this blush brush from the Jaclyn Hill brush set, and this is the JH04, and it is like everything. So I do just like, you know, give a little fake and find the apples of my cheeks and just place the blush right there for starters, and then take it up and then I find the apples of my cheeks first because I don't want to bring it too far down, like into like my mouth when I'm placing it on my face. So that is why I do that. So I'm going to go ahead and pat some of that out when I'm done, but I had already put a little bit on and realized that I was not recording. So we're going to do the other side. So I have been loving two highlighters specifically, and I use these two, I feel like, almost every video. The only time I don't is when I'm trying not to. I have to try and urge myself not to use these highlighters, and one is drugstore and one is higher end. So the first one is this Wet n Wild highlighter, and this is in the shade Golden Flower Crown, and then this Dose of Colors X Desi and Katie highlighter in Fuego. So this is how they both look. And I think they are so freaking beautiful. I think I'm going to use this Wet n Wild one because I feel like this is more easily attainable. So I'm going to use this one for you guys today. And I have been loving this JH09 highlighter brush that came in the Jaclyn Hill brush set as well. So I just dip it in there, tap off the excess. Like, are y'all kidding? I went ahead and sprayed my face with some Fix Plus or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes so we can work on my bottom lash line. And I'm going to take this NK pencil, and it's just orange. I feel like the color is just orange. Yeah, it's just orange. And it's actually a lip liner, but you already know I use these pencils for what I want to use these pencils for. So fight me, okay? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline with this. You already know what's good. Really, I only did the orange so that way my lower lash line wasn't like too dark, like not too dark. So I'm gonna take that shade Playground that I took at first, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp that right on like my lash line. And I am dusting it out, but I am stamping it first. Look at that. Ugh, it makes such a difference. Like, so I'm gonna dip into this pink shade, and it's the shade Skip, and I'm gonna dust that under the blue. So that's pretty low. I mean, it's a light wash of color, so I guess it's not too like dramatic, but like really it's kind of dramatic because it's super low. Like you can tell a difference between this side and this side. It's just different. It's a whole look, okay? That looks good. For lips, I'm gonna do Night Moth from MAC for the lip liner. This is pretty heavily lined. Not gonna lie. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, sis, simmer the F down, okay? So I do have two lipsticks that I have been loving. I thought I took them both out. Yes I did. So I have my MAC, and this is in So Me, and this is the retro liquid matte. And then I have my Fenty Beauty in Uncuffed. I always get this and Unbuttoned mixed up, but the colors are kind of similar. This one just leans a little more purple and this one leans a little more pink. So I think I'm gonna take this MAC one because I feel like I haven't used this in a little while. And I'm going to pop this on, spray my face, and then I'm going to be right back. We made it to the end of the video, and honestly I can tell y'all 100% no competition. This is my favorite look that I've done with the James Charles palette so far. I'm pretty sure it's because of the color combination that I used this time. I like how it's not like matchy like different shades of one color. I like that it is like the colors are bouncing off of each other, and I love that. And I love this lip combination with this eye combination. I know some of y'all probably like, girl, that's too much, but this for me is it. It's a look, sis. And this is me. If ever you want to know eyeshadow look that embody me as a person, this is it. A bit much all the time. So if you like this type of video, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you don't like this type of favorites video, let me know down in the comments below what type of favorites video you would like, or if you even like favorites videos in general. I'm curious. But if you're not already subscribed to me, then make sure you click the subscribe button before you go, or you can click on that little watermark. It's a little picture of me down there in your right hand corner of the screen, and you can click subscribe from right there. Hit the notification bell so that way every time I upload a video, no matter when, you get a notification and you can be here with me and we can chill, we can talk a little bit, a little something something, and you can watch me get cute. So that's all I got to say for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.